Hey everyone, I wanted to go over the new and exciting news that we got for Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak, which is set to release on both the Nintendo Switch and on PC on June 30th. And that is the fact that we have an official first look of the post-production Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak, all three amiibos, basically the Malzeno, the Palico, and the Palamute wearing Malzeno armor as well. We had seen original renders when the game was officially revealed, and we got confirmation that there were going to be amiibos releasing for the Nintendo Switch version of the game. Remember that these amiibos are not going to be applicable for PC players or for the Steam version of the game. They are just going to work for the Nintendo Switch version. Then we got an official set of, I believe, pre-production images for some of the amiibos. And then we even got the confirmation, which I went over just a couple of weeks ago, where they are doing the 7-Eleven giveaway in Japan, where they are going to have 7 sets of 3 Malzeno, Palico, and Palamute red metallic amiibos as to give away for anyone who decides to pre-order the game through a 7-Eleven purchasable DLC downloadable card in Japan. Sadly, we don't have any confirmation yet if those amiibos are going to become available here in North America or in Europe. But basically in Japan, they already have those red metallic amiibos available for presumably 7 pairs of winners. But now we actually have the post-production amiibos and some official basically pictures of each one of them as well. Of course, pre-production and post-production are two different qualities. Pre-production is what they're supposed to look, and then post-production is what they're actually going to look. Variable differences at the end of the day, but we now have the full scope of the quality of these amiibos, and I have to say I'm certainly impressed. And that is something that they mentioned officially in the Japanese post, where they basically laud the quality of the amiibos themselves as being one of the best looking ones specifically for the Monster Hunter franchise. First and foremost, we'll have the Palico amiibo, which I think is probably the worst looking one out of all of them. I'm not necessarily a big fan of it myself. The pose, I'm not a big fan of it. He's kind of holding a sword outward in the right paw, if you will. Very hunter-like, but at the end of the day, I'm not a big fan of it. When it comes to the Palico amiibo, they went again with that blue/purplish looking Palico. Remember that Palicos can be just about any single color, but they keep using that default color, bluish purplish tint version. And then you have the armor, which looks really good on it, but the Palico is not really doing much of a pose of anything. He's just kind of standing there. So when it comes to poses, I guess the Palico does win over the Palamute. And then of course you have the Malzeno amiibo. Now remember, the Malzeno amiibo is part of the collector's edition here in North America and in Europe as well. But remember, those were, like, here in North America, GameStop exclusives, so I believe they have been sold out for quite a while. I don't remember if they were Game.UK exclusives in Europe. I don't quite remember, but I know here in North America they were exclusives to GameStop, and they have been sold out for quite a long time. So if you wanted the collector's edition and you wanted the amiibo, you're certainly going to be able to get it there. But do remember that pre-orders have not gone up for, like, North American versions of these amiibos. I'm not sure if in Europe they have as well, but they seem to be basically waiting for the game to launch to make these available. So they, for whatever reason, maybe it's a production issue when it comes to this kind of things. We did get confirmation recently that in both Australia and New Zealand, the amiibos are going to be dropping in September. They are not going to be dropping right now at the end of this month. For whatever reason, New Zealand and Australia are just going to have to wait a couple of months to be able to get their hands on these amiibos. So, you know, it's going to be one of those things where, you know, again, it must be productions issues where they are just going to try to make them available whenever they can. Remember that with the Monster Hunter Rise amiibos, GameStop kind of sold out immediately, and then it took a couple of months for them to get more production done, and eventually it became available in stores. So, you know, expect the same thing to happen with these 3 sets of amiibos. But that's about all the information I wanted to go over with you guys today. If you are brand new to my channel, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Hit the bell to receive notifications when the videos go up. And as always, thank you so much for watching. See ya.